In and out through your nose. Feeling that chest rise and fall with your inhale and exhale. Feel your sit bones firmly planted in your chair and feet engaged to the floor, feeling secure and safe. Your back is rested comfortably against your chair. Shoulders are relaxed and dropped onto your back. And breathe deeply, bringing your focus to the present, bringing whatever went on throughout the day. Just bring that right here, right now, so we may work through it. Living by faith does not mean seeing the world through rose-colored glasses. Instead, it means taking and holding a higher view of all circumstances in my life and in the world. I believe in the possibility of peace, even in the midst of conflict and strife. I believe comfort is available in the presence of pain and grief. I believe healing is possible and wholeness can be realized even in a state of illness or injury. I am fully in the world, present to its more troubling and worrisome conditions, and yet I remain untroubled in mind and light in heart, using faith as the lens through which I view the world and my place in it. I attune myself to a greater reality. I relax into God's abundant grace, secure in my faith that all is truly well. Now, faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. Hebrews 11:1, devotional from Daily Inspiration from Unity. So let's just continue our restful breathing and let's slowly open our eyes. And let's take a nice deep breath and inhale, bring our arms up. And let's bring our palms together and exhale slowly and bring our arms down and our hands down to heart center. And let's hold here and rest. A few deep breaths. Let's inhale again. Bring the arms up. And now let's leave our arms up. Continue our restful breathing. And now let's extend one arm and then the other. Let's start with the right. Let's try and lengthen this right side of the body, reaching to the ceiling. And then exhale, bring the shoulder back down to neutral position. Let's do the same thing and reach up on the left-hand side. Lengthen, stretch. Feel our fingers reaching to the ceiling. And now let's exhale and relax the arms down. Let's do them both together. Let's reach, feeling the chest, the abdominal muscles lengthening, shoulders are contracting, just feeling our arms reach up, fingers, and on the exhale, just relax our shoulders and our arms. Now, let's just interlock our fingers right here. And let's make sure our shoulders, our arms are back. And now let's just lean over onto the right side of our body. Feel a nice contraction on that right side. And feel the stretch on the left side. And on the inhale, let's bring our arms back to center. And then let's reach over to our left side. bending into our left side body and stretching our right side body. Breathing and holding, moving in a way that's comfortable for your body. And on the inhale, bring your arms back up. Now, on the exhale, let's release our arms and swan dive them down to our sides along the side of the chair. Now, let's just sit up, bring our back away from the side of the chair, and we're just going to do a few torso rotations here. So we are going to inhale and lift our chest. And then on the exhale, we're just going to take our torso and we're going to turn it to the right. Now you can take this right hand and bring it over across your thighs if you like for support. Now, your shoulder is going to want to lift up. So let's bring the shoulder back and behind our chair. If the body says okay, as you extend this stretch. And so you're feeling the stretch in your hip on the right-hand side, across your obliques, across your abdominal muscles, our intestines, our stomach. Nice stretch. Now let's give our neck a nice stretch. If the body says, okay, let's look over that right shoulder. Just breathing deeply. Your chest is to be open, but you're just feeling that stretch on that right side of the body. And the neck is getting a nice stretch on the left side. Now on our inhale, let's bring our head back and bring our head from behind, our arm from behind the chair, and then slowly rotate our body back to neutral position. And let's hold here and breathe. Now let's do that on the other side. All right, we're going to inhale, lift and open the chest. And on the exhale, we're going to rotate the torso over to the left. You can take that right hand and forearm and place it onto your thighs. Take that left arm, bring it behind the chair. Feel the body making the rotation. Now, if your neck is feeling okay, then let's turn our head and look over the shoulder on the left-hand side. So now you're feeling a nice stretch and rotation on the left side of the body, the left hip, the abdominal muscles, your oblique muscles, your stomach, and your abdominal muscles, feeling it in the shoulder, the neck on the right side. Breathe deeply and hold the pose. Now, on the next inhale, let's turn the head back to neutral position, bring the arm from behind the chair, and then slowly rotate your body forward. And now let's kind of shake those shoulders out a little bit. And let's give them a nice shoulder shrug. So let's inhale, bring the shoulders up to the ears, and exhale, bring them down. And again, shrug up. Exhale down. Again, shrug up. And exhale down. Good. Now let's roll them up and roll back. Again, inhale. And again, nice shoulder roll. Now, let's do the same thing, starting from the back and rolling forward. Now, if any of these shoulder rolls are uncomfortable for your shoulders, do not do them. Just continue with your shoulder shrugs. Shoulders together or one at a time. We want to continue to do moves that are comfortable and not painful for the body, but still give you the benefits that you need. All right, now let's just relax the shoulders. Now we're going to stretch our back and our shoulder blades. So we've got our hands down to the side. You may want to just move up, scoot up a little bit, but you want to bring your arms back, squeeze those shoulder blades, okay, behind your chair. And our chest is open. Just feel that nice squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, and release. And bring the shoulders forward. Good. Now let's do that again. On the inhale, lift the chest up and squeeze the shoulders. Bring the arms back. Again, if this is uncomfortable, do not do it. And on the exhale, you're not holding your breath, but on the next big exhale, release. And bring the shoulders back down. Now let's give the shoulders a nice stretch. Let's bring this left arm up and across the front of the body. Let's take this right arm, pull the arm towards the chest. Make sure this shoulder is relaxed and down. You want to feel the stretch right here. Move your body around so that you can feel the stretch in your shoulder. If you've got any part of your body that's in the way, let's just move this body mass. It's your body. You know how to touch your body and move it around. Do what you need to do. And breathe deeply. All right, let's release that arm and let's take this right arm and bring it across and stretch it. Keep that shoulder down. Feel the stretch in the shoulder and right across the bicep and the tricep. Probably should really feel it more in the tricep. Hold and breathe. And release. Now let's do our cow faces. We're going to take our left arm and bring it up. Bend the elbow on the exhale. Hand is at the back of your neck. Right arm bends at the elbow. And you're trying to touch the fingers. They may touch, they may not. Whatever feels good to your body. Just hold that pose and breathe. So you're going to feel a stretch in your tricep, in your shoulder, on the arm that's up. You're going to feel a stretch across your shoulder and the arm that's back. The bicep on that arm. Continue to breathe. Excellent. And release. And bring our arms down. Let's just shake our shoulders out. Now you're going to find one side is more flexible than the other. Let's take the right arm up. Bend the elbow on the exhale. Now take the left hand, bring it around the back. And let's see if they touch. Now say, I'm not as flexible on this side. This right shoulder is not as flexible as the left shoulder is. And so my fingers are not touching, but that's okay. It gives me something to work on. Feel the stretch, hold the pose, and breathe. And on the next inhale, let's just release our arms out to the side. And on the exhale, let's bring them down to our side. Now we're going to start stretching our hips. And we're going to start doing it with a forward fold here in our seat. So we want to inhale, bring our arms up. And then we're going to swan dive our arms down. We're going to hinge from our hips. And we're going to bring our chest right into our thighs. Flatten our back. And move to our back is nice and flat. Go as far as your body will allow you. Keep your head in alignment, so don't drop your head down. Just keep it nice and alignment. Your eyes should be looking at the floor at the moment. Yeah, and breathe. So some of us may only be right here, which is okay, or just right here. Some of us may be able to go all the way down and lay our chest onto our thighs, whatever is comfortable for you. Hold this pose. We're stretching these hips, getting those hips stretched out for our next few moves. And on the inhale, bring the body up and circle the arms up. Palms together, exhale to heart center. All right, so we're gonna do that one more time. Get those hips warmed up. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, hinge the arms down to the side, hinge from your hips. Bring the body, the chest to your thighs. Whatever is comfortable for your body. Hopefully after the first stretch, your muscles are a little bit more stretched out so you can move forward just a little bit more. Hold the pose, find your sweet spot where it's not hurting, it's just comfortable. But you feel a nice little stretch or a nice little pull. Breathe deeply. And on the next inhale, lift the body up, back to neutral position. Inhale, bring the arms up. Palms together, exhale to heart center. All right, so we're just going to do some sun salutations here, sunflowers here in the sea. So we know our sunflowers, and we're circling our arms up, and we're swan diving them down. We're hinging at our hips, and we're just sweeping our arms right in front of our legs. And then we're coming up, and we're doing this in a nice flow with our breathing, no competition with anybody. And you just want to begin to feel your body loosening up, feel your hips increasing their mobility, and you're moving with breath. So as you're lifting your body up, it's an inhale. And as you're bringing your arms down and hinging from your hips, it's an exhale. So now we've stretched our muscles out. Now we're moving into flexibility. Getting that body nice and warmed up. And if it's uncomfortable to drop your head down, then keep your head in neutral position. Just letting your eyes fall to the floor, but not the crown of your head going down. And let's do a couple more of these sunflowers. And last one. Good. Now let's keep our arms up, and on the next inhale, let's bring the hands down to goal pose. So we're right here. So now we're going to stretch our shoulders, get our neck engaged a little bit. So on the exhale, we're going to bring our elbows and our hands together. And then on the exhale, we're going to open them back up. On the inhale, opening the chest up. So exhale, blow it out. Inhale, open up. Exhale. Inhale, open up. Exhale. Inhale, open up. 2 more times. And last one. And let's, on the exhale, bring our hands down to our thighs or to our sides. All right, now we're just going to give our neck a little stretch. And first thing we want to do is bring our chin to our chest, and we just want to feel this nice stretch down the back of our neck. So slowly drop your chin. On the exhale, blowing the air out. Now just hold this pose. Continue your restful breathing, deep breathing. Feel the muscles in your neck stretching, lengthening. You can move your shoulders around if you would like. Trying to get that neck in the right spot for this stretch. If you're feeling any soreness or a little edge in your neck, When you exhale, push the air into that spot. Now, on the inhale, slowly bring your head up. Now, on the exhale, let's drop our right ear to the right shoulder. Feel a nice stretch on the side of the neck. Let's take the right hand and place it on the crown of our head, providing a little resistance to the head. So now you're going to feel a little bit more extended stretch in the neck. Let's take that left hand and use those fingertips. And let's massage those muscles in the neck, in the shoulder. Give our bodies that self-care and that self-love we so need. Continuing to breathe deeply. And let's release our hand from our neck and our hand from our head. And on the inhale, bring the head back to neutral position. Now let's do the same thing on the other side. Let's drop the left ear over to the left shoulder. Now let's place that left hand on the crown of our head. So it gives us a little, our head some resistance, and you feel an extended stretch in the neck. Let's take that right hand and massage those muscles in the neck. And in the back of the shoulder, just wherever you're feeling that you need it. Again, just thanking yourself for giving you this time to rest, relax, and engage in self-care. And let's release our hands from our neck, our hand from our head, and on the next inhale, let's bring our head up. Okay. Now let's just turn our head side to side slowly, over to the right, and drop our chin down to our chest. Bring our head up, bring our head back to the center, turn it over to the left, and drop the chin down to the chest and back, and then back to center. All right, so we've got our upper body pretty well stretched out and warmed up. So let's work on the lower body. So we're going to go back to those hips, and we're going to bring our knee into our chest. So you may want to sit closer to the edge of your chair. A little bit more stability. Continue to keep the sit bones engaged. We're going to start with the right leg. We're just going to lift that leg and we're going to bring it into our chest. Now remember, we want to keep our back nice and neutral position. We don't want to sink it in, or we don't want any curvatures. If it's a little challenging for your wrist or your arms to hold your leg up, you can do like myself and get your strap or your rope and use that to bring your leg up. And while we have this leg up here, let's exercise these feet and give them a good stretching. We'll come back to them a little bit later. But let's point and flex our foot. Plantar and dorsal flexion of the foot. Up and down. Point and flex. Feel the nice stretch. Now let's rotate the foot around the ankle, counterclockwise or clockwise, whatever is comfortable for you. And then the opposite direction. Excellent. Let's see if you can, a lateral movement side to side with that ankle. Good. Now let's drop that foot down and the leg back. Good. So we did it, got a nice static stretch in the hip. All right, so let's do the same thing with the other leg. Again, use your strap or use your hand to pull your leg up. Keep your back in neutral position. Feel that static stretch in your hip. I'm going to use my hand this time and get a little better grip. All right, so now we got that foot up there. So let's point and flex that foot. Feel those muscles contracting and lengthening. Now let's rotate the foot counterclockwise or clockwise. Nice rotation in the ankle. And then let's rotate it in the other direction. Continue your deep breathing. Now let's do this lateral movement of the foot. Kind of like you're rolling the foot maybe on the pinky toe side, big toe side. Good. And let's bring the foot down. All right, so let's do some dynamic movement of the hip. So we're going to do some marching. We're just going to do a knee lift. So it's an inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now, if you want to hold on to the chair for support, you may do that. Whatever is comfortable for you, you're bringing your leg into the chest, keeping the back in neutral position. You're not bringing your body into your leg. You're bringing the leg to your body, and you're going to feel this in your core as well as your hips. So nice lift, inhale, exhale, inhale on the lift, exhale down. All right, now we're going to add an extension. So now we're going to lift and extend the leg, bend it, and bring it back down. Inhale, extend, bend, exhale. Inhale, extend, bend, exhale. Now you should be feeling the nice stretch in your quads and your hamstrings, keeping your back in neutral position. That allows your core to work as well. And let's do one more here. All right, now we're going to add something else. It's going to add to working our hip. So we're going to bring our leg up. We're going to extend it, but now we're going to rotate the leg out to the side, bring it back, bend the knee, and down. All right, here we go. Inhale. Exhale, out. Inhale, exhale. Good. Do it again. Don't worry about the breathing part. Just keep your breathing nice and easy. But I want you to feel the stretch in your muscles, in these leg muscles, and in your hip. Let's do one more time on each side. And last one on this side. Good. All right, now we're going to do a figure 4. So let's start with the right leg. Now, you know we have options. The figure 4 is a leg cross. But if your hips are not feeling this movement or your knees are not feeling this position, then you may open your legs wide. We want to externally rotate the hip. That's the purpose of this exercise or this pose. All right, so I'm going to go to the traditional position. And so now we're just going to lean forward, hinge from the hip, and hold. Breathe. Just go as far as your body will allow. Feel the stretch. And inhale. And let's bring this leg down. Let's cross the other leg. Yeah. Or open the legs out, whatever is comfortable for you. All right, we're going to inhale, exhale, hinge from the hip. Go as far as your body, your hips will allow. Feel the stretch, hold, and breathe. And on the next inhale, bring the body back to neutral position. All right, so we're going to change our position in our chair. We're going to do some lunges, and we'll try and do a pyramid if we have enough time. before we do balance. Okay, so I want everybody to turn in their chair. I've got my left leg out to the side and my right leg is facing the camera. So my leg's at a 90-degree angle here. All right. And so we're just kind of looking diagonally, but really your hips are more towards the camera. So we're going to lift our chest up, all right, on the inhale, and we're going to bring our arms up and we're going to rotate our body so we're facing the leg on the side. All right, so we're doing a warrior one in the chair. And we're lengthening and our hips are open, externally rotated, and we're breathing deeply. Now you can bring your arms here if stretching them up is bothersome to your shoulders. All right, so from this position, we're going to do an exhale and we're going to rotate our torso so that our chest faces the camera and then our arms come out to the side. So now we have a rotation in our waistline and our shoulders are out. So now what we're going to do is we're just do a little bit of stretch in our neck and we're going to turn our head and look over the top of our left hand. The hand that's over the leg that's on the side of the chair. You're just going to hold that and breathe. Good. And then on the next inhale, you're going to take this back hand. You're going to bring it around, palms together. We're going to pretend like we have a bow, an arrow in our bow. We're going to pull that arrow back. We're going to release the arrow, and then we're going to open our arm and turn our head and look over that hand in the back. All right. So let's do this all together. Inhale. Bring the arm forward, head rotates to the left. Pull the arm back. This is your arrow in the bow. Open your hand, fingers, release the arrow. Open your arm, turn the head back and look over the knuckles on the hand behind. One more time. Inhale, bring the arms, palms together. Pull the arrow back in the bow. Release the arrow, open the fingers in the hand, and then bring the arm back and rotate the head. And on the next exhale, let's bring the arm together with the palms and bring our hands down. And let's turn to the camera. So now from here, what I want us to do is we're going to move into a nice little lunge. So that was a good rotation of our shoulder and our neck. And so now we're going to move into a lunge. So now I want both of the knees turned to the side, but I have my left leg here, and then I want my right leg bent. I've got this 90-degree angle. Try and position yourself in your chair. You're holding on to the back, and our foot is flat. Our toes are flat on the chair. So we have a nice stretch right here. Okay, hold on to your chair for support, however that works for you. All right, so now what I want you to do is curl your toes and push your leg back as far as it will allow you. And so now you're into a lunge, and now you're stretching this quadricep muscle in the front. And the reason we're stretching these large muscles and the muscles in our leg is because they are what help us balance and help us reduce falling. Okay. Now, for those that want an extra stretch, you can bring your body up off the chair, straighten your leg. You can hold on to the chair, no arms, however you want to do that for an extended stretch. But those of us who are modifying, keep your body in the chair. So from here, just fold those toes back down bring our legs together. And now let's do the same thing on the other side. Let's turn ourselves around in our chair. And we're going to do that warrior and that lunge on this side. All right, so now I have my left leg forward and my right leg turned to the side. All right, and my body is, my hips are kind of diagonal. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate my body to the side, and I'm going to inhale and bring my arms up into an extended warrior. And I'm going to breathe deeply, opening our chest, feeling that stretch in our shoulders. And now on the next exhale, we're going to rotate our torso to face the camera, and we're going to bring our shoulders down, shoulder height, to warrior two. And we're going to hold right here. So position your body so it's comfortable. Don't be uncomfortable in any of these poses. Let's have our shoulders nice and even and balanced. Now we're going to move into that bow and arrow where we're stretching our arms and our shoulders. All right, so on the inhale, we're bringing this arm from the back. Palms together, neck rotates, head rotates with the arm. All right, so we got this arrow. Pull the arrow back in the bow. Open the hand, release the arrow. Open the arm out and then rotate the head so that it follows the hand, and then look over the knuckles of the back hand. Now let's do that again. On the inhale, bring the body forward, rotate so the palms are together. You have that arrow in your bow, pull the arrow back. Open your fingers, release the hand, extend the elbow and the head. Look over to the back knuckles. This is the last time. Inhale, bring the palms together. Exhale, pull the arrow back in a fist. Release the arrow, open the fingers. Extend the arm, turn the head, look over the shoulders. And on the inhale, bring the palms back together. And on the exhale, bring our hands down to the side. And now let's take this leg that's facing the camera. Turn your body to the side. And now let's bend that leg. So we're going to get into our lunge position. So reposition your body. All right, you want these angles here in your body, nice straight line. Okay, so body is, and so the feet are flat, the toes are flat. So you're just going to hold this position. If this is uncomfortable for your knee, then reposition your body so it's not uncomfortable, or don't do it at all. Okay. Now let's curl the toes here. We're going to move into this lunge. So as soon as you curl the toes, you're going to see this extended stretch in this quadricep in this leg. Now, if the body is saying, okay, push your leg back up on those toes till it's comfortable, feel the extended stretch in this quad. If you want more stretch, then come away from the seat of the chair. Put your weight back into your heel. You can still hold on to the chair for support, or no arms, whatever's comfortable for you. Hold the pose and breathe. Nice lunge. And whatever position you're in, bring your leg back down and bring those toes right back to the floor. And then let's bring our knees back together again. Good. And let's come back to the center. All right, so let's stand up. Let's get your little break real quick. Get your swig of water. We're going to do a pyramid pose, and then we're going to move into our balance poses. Do a couple of balance poses. All right, so let's come in front of our chair. And so I'm going to start with my my left leg up against the chair. Feet are together. Let's start here. All right. And so we're going to step into a lunge. Use your chair for support if you need to. step this leg straight back. Okay, and I want the heel to go down. All right. Now I want you to look at this forward leg. It should be bent and the knee aligned with the ankle. Now, hinge from your hip on the exhale. And as you hinge from your hip, this knee is going to slightly straighten. And look at your legs, and you want to create a pyramid, a triangle. You can bring your forearm down to give you a little bit more support if you like, keeping your back flat, or your hand can be at the back of the chair. So you're going to feel a nice stretch in the hamstring of the leg in the front, and you're going to feel a nice stretch in the calf of the leg that's in the back. This is called a pyramid pose. Back is flat. And if you want an extended stretch here, you can rotate the torso, placing your hand on the hip, staying here. Or you can bring your hand down to the floor, arm up, whatever is comfortable for your body. And then on the next exhale, I want you to turn your torso back. Inhale. Bring the torso back to neutral position. And let's bring this back leg forward in line with the left leg. Good. And let's do the same thing on the other side. And then we're going to go into our balance poses. All right. So we're going to line this foot up. Our feet are together. Sorry, let's start here. And your right knee is supported by the chair. Let's step the left foot back. Okay, you don't want to be up on the heel. You want the foot to be firm, the heel to be down. Your knee and ankle are aligned here. Now, from your neutral position, we're going to exhale and hinge from the hip. And as we hinge from the hip, the leg is going to slightly straighten. We're not going to lock the knee, but move the legs into a triangle like a pyramid. We can hold on to the back of the chair, use our forearm, place it on the chair for support. We want our back to be flat. We should feel a nice stretch in our hamstring on the leg in the front, and then we should feel the stretch in the calf of the leg in the back. Breathe and hold deeply. Now, if you want to extend this stretch, again, you can on the inhale, rotate the body towards the camera, the torso. Place your hands on your hip. Keep them on the chair. Lift them up. Bring the hands down to the leg. Whatever is comfortable for your body. Feel the stretch. Wherever you are, let's slowly rotate the body back to neutral position. And on the inhale, let's lift the body up. Exhale, and on the next inhale, bring the feet parallel. Good. All right, let's come behind our chair and let's work on our balance. I'm going to turn my chair to the side. Okay. All right. So we want to balance for 60 seconds. We are going to let's have our support leg be our left leg first. Okay, so let's get it nice and secure onto the floor. Let's rotate our hip outward. Place our foot where we want to. Now remember, we're challenging ourselves. Okay, so the foot is on the floor, below the knee or above the knee. I'm working on above the knee. That's my challenge. You know, your hands can be holding onto the chair or at your waistline or up in the air, whatever is comfortable for you. So now we're going to start counting now. Focus and breathe. and release. Woo! I had to hold on towards the end, you all. All right, so let's shake that leg out. All right, let's balance on that right leg. Let's rotate that hip to our tree pose. Find your the comfortable hip, foot position and hand position. Begin breathing, focus now, 60 seconds. And release. Excellent, excellent job, excellent job. All right, let's just walk that out. And let's come back to our chairs. So we can end with a few cool down moves and have our breathing and meditation time. All right, let's come back to our seat and let's be nice and comfortable. We can sit with our shoulders back against our chair, and they're nice and relaxed, feet firmly planted. And so we're going to give ourselves an eye stretch today. We're going to close our eyes first and just feel comfortable with the darkness you're experiencing. Just slowly relaxing. And now let's just slowly open our eyes. And then on the inhale, let's look up to the ceiling. And on the exhale, bring the eyes back to center. And then slowly look down to the floor. And then on the inhale, bring your eyes back to center. Now let's slowly look over to our right. And then let's slowly bring our eyes back to center. And then let's slowly look over to our left. And bring our eyes back to center. So let's do a little eye roll. Let's look up and over to the side and down to the floor and back to the side and to the center. And then let's look up and rotate our eyes to the opposite side from what you did before. And looking down at the floor and over to the side and back to the center. And so at this time, let's close our eyes slowly. Bring our attention present and begin to breathe deeply and fully. Feeling the air coming all the way into your shoulders, and then just feeling your chest slowly drop as you exhale each breath. until you're feeling it empty out your belly. And now is the time that we rest so that we may renew and restore our energies. Breathe in peace and calm, and breathe out anxiety, tension, and stress. Breathe in an attitude of gratitude. Thanking yourself for this time, for this space, for rest, for self-care, and for self-love. As we slowly bring ourselves back to the present, let's open our eyes and place our hand upon our heart, continuing our relaxing breathing. And as your hand are touching your chest, you're feeling the rise and fall of our breath. And you're feeling the life-giving blood flowing in and out of your heart. And we are thankful. So on the next inhale, let's circle our arms up. And palms together, exhale into heart center. Hold and breathe deeply. Inhale, circle the arms up. Palms together, exhale, hands to heart center. And last time, big full breath. Palms together, exhale, heart center. Peace and blessings. Thank you for being here tonight. And let me get my thumbs up, make sure everybody's okay. Everybody's feeling good.